Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery with a plan. I don't know whether my plan will work or not, but let me introduce you first of all to my OXO omelet turning spatula. And next I'm going to put my glasses on. I have made sure the music is off, yay! And also what? The timer is on. So I'm going to do what I do for fun, which is to start my paintings even on hot days such as this one. With a bottle with an open tip, yes. And a spatula. I have a plan. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. We'll see how it works. That's some silver. I'm still trying to use up bottles of paint that I had. Let me just keep on with my plan a little further along here. It occurs to me that the black I was planning on putting in there is not in evidence. There it is. I got it. Not trying to make anything pretty. I'm just trying to add some colors to the background that will then have more colors laid on top. But it is a warm day and I'm just beginning to get used to that again. That being the Florida weather when it's hot out. And I have to wear something cool around my neck. I like doing this part of the background to see what will happen, because at some point in time that is just exactly what my goal will be, which is just to move some colors and cover the canvas and have some fun popping the cells with the colors I like to have right here. And I use no silicone in my paint mix, but I do use Floetrol and Deco Art pouring medium, both of which reputedly will sell and are doing so right now, in my opinion. So, I wanted a night sky. I don't know if this qualifies, but it doesn't matter since it's an abstract expressionist painting no matter what. And we're going to get some completely different ideas from everyone in the crowd about what that means. So, starting with me, it doesn't matter. Just having some fun. It's art therapy day for Priscilla, for sure. It doesn't matter if I make those cells go away, even if they're pretty. I want my edge covered. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that edge, but I am going to use my OXO omelet turning spatula, best paint spreading spatula around, to spread paint on my edges, so I don't have to think about it later. And you can just watch those pretty cells pop. And I could probably throw a little more silver in there and watch some more pop. But for right now, this is good. It's something of a dramatic sky. I'm not overly thrilled with that canvas showing where that purple was, but dark colors often show through, so it is what it is. This end is covered, that end is nearly covered. We're about to start my experiment and see what happens. I've had it in my head for a while now that I wanted to play with organic forms such as trees. I don't know if this is going to be that or not. The nice thing about fluid art is after you decide it's not what you wanted it to be, you can decide it's something else. So, let me grab some of these colors. Do I want to put more colors in there? I might. I think I do. I'm just going to throw a few more colors in there. Mostly gold. And maybe even, well, I don't know, maybe the black's a bad idea since I just spread a lot of black. But I didn't use a lot of orange in there. And I do happen to be a big fan of turquoise, although that's not it, that's blue. Bahama blue. But that's the turquoise I wanted. And now I am going to, am I going to use a scoop or am I going to use a little beach sand shovel? I think I'm going to use a shovel. And I'm going to try and scrape the bottom off. Oh, that's paint on my toe. Okay. And I'm just going to use whatever I see. Actually, I'm going to dump that paint right back into the shovel and use it again. Because I can. That's the name of my book on the Amazon link below the video. And I'm going to put that paint shovel right over there for the moment. And what am I going to do? I'm going to grab one of my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas and take the little bit of drips that are coming off the bottom and drag that out just a little bit. I could also very easily make my rainbow tree have more texture still by using the basting brush, which will probably come in handy when it comes time for branches. Let's see if I'm right. It's going to be an abstract tree anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I'm liking what I've got so far, and I'm thinking, I don't know how much of this beautiful paint in my shovel I want to waste. Let it all run down to one side. Can always come back with some more. And my plan is to just keep dipping my shovel and making new branches. I'm not sure if it's a live tree yet or a dead tree. We'll find out in a minute when I finish stage 1. But it's a fun tree. I'm thinking I'm liking this whole process a lot. Every bit as much as I had hoped to. I'm just using the flat edge of my shovel, and I could do the same thing if I wanted to with a spatula or a scoop. I think I'm going to let that go right down over the edge. So I have tree limbs going over the edge as well, so it doesn't stop at the edge. I can also put my skewer right in here and lead a few things. And probably manipulate a few things too. Which is always okay with me. Love my bamboo skewers for manipulation. Really liking the little cells and patterns that are popping in the trunk. Not so sure dragging my fingernail right through there was one of my favorite ideas, but that's okay. It's looking a lot like a dead tree, but it looks like a kind of a dead tree I wouldn't mind hanging on to. Okay, I'm just going to try my best to not overdo anything in such a way that I can't still appreciate it. I think I need some more width on these branches down here to make them look like they're going to hold up the branches above them. I know I can dip my bamboo skewer when I have enough paint into my reservoir and use it to make marks also. And I want to lift my shovel up fast enough so that I don't have such heavy paint on the blade edge that I can't do anything with it at that point. I haven't done a tree before. This is my first try. It's got great colors. Kind of subtle. The turquoise is not subtle, but the gold is looking kind of subtle. If I don't like how the pattern looks, I can certainly change it by just broadening the base. let some more paint fall right down over the edge. I'll tap the back of my shovel on it, and that worked. So the question is, what do I want to do now? Which was also always the question. And I kind of like these little, I don't know what to, little fiery fingers from the basting brush. The question is, how far do I want to go? And the answer is, I don't know yet. And I got thunder out there. And I wasn't sure I wanted to put that branch there, but I did anyway. And I can just drag the corner of the shovel, so I don't need to absolutely use the flat edge. And I can continue to grab some more paint. And that flat edge. And I gotta remember I can use my spatula to change things up. Dip into the paint. Add branches up top. Widen out where the branch comes from. Like right here where it obviously needs it. I don't know how far to go. But I like how the colors look, and I don't mind my night sky in the background. People often light up their trees, at least in Florida. Other places too. It's called landscaping lighting. And just tap my spatula. It's a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. Did I set my timer? Yes, I have 4 minutes left, and I was smart enough to look and see. I'm still having a good time adding branches, although that one's a little heavier than I was expecting it to be. That just means I'm going to make it more feasible by widening out the base there. My colors are a little muddy, but it's a tree. It has bark. So I'm not really going to freak out too much about that. I suppose I could put leaves, and if I were going to do that, I might put dots of color and then pull them into leaf forms. But I think that that would take me more time than I have to give right now while making a video. For demonstration purposes, which is basically what my videos are for, demonstration purposes. So dead tree or not, it's still a fun tree. Dead or alive. And I think I'm still getting away with it. And I think I might want to show it to you too, by turning it around some. Thinking some shorter branches. Pulled out while the paint is staying wet. The paint is staying nice and wet. Oops. I'm going to speak too soon. I do want to keep adding little branches. I'm still having a good time. So it's, if I'm not talking a lot, I'm kind of focused on what I'm doing. And I've got to really focus on not finding the muddy spots on in the pan of colors, because I would prefer not. And I'm getting really close to something I like so much that I think I ought to stop myself before I go too far. But you've heard that before, and you know how that works out. I'm still having a good time though. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I like that a lot. The spatula seems to be working out quite nicely for making the branches. And I can always steal some paint by just dipping it. Looks good from that way too. See if I can get my give you a better view. I like my background. I think it worked out pretty good. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but I don't think it matters. Fortunately, evidently I can make trees upside down too. I hope I'm right about that. Whoops, maybe I'm not. Let's go back and see if I can fix that. Yeah, actually I like that color there. I'll just widen up the branch. Pick out some more of that color. And that says that I have 2 minutes left to tell you whatever I'm going to tell you, and then decide if I'm going to spend another 20 minutes in another video adding leaves or whatever to this. But I think what I ought to do is say, shop my Teespring link below the video. Go away, little lizard. I don't want you in my painting. Go away. And my Amazon link has the OXO omelet turning spatulas and the Princeton Archel Catalyst spatulas. And if you need a link, just ask for one. I'm happy to give you one. Other than that, I do sell my artwork, so if you have any interest in some of my artwork, please just, ooh, there's an eye. Just please contact me through communication on YouTube, and I will give you an email address and we can chat about that. At the bottom of the description, underneath the paint pouring recipe that's in the description below the video, are Pinterest and Instagram links, and volumes 1, 2, and 3 of wet and dry artworks that were produced on YouTube in Facebook albums. I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill. I said I sold my artwork. I would really appreciate it if you guys would consider giving me a thumbs up. It helps more people see my videos. Oh, I kind of like how the tongue depressor is working. So I'm inclined to just keep doing that. And I better tell you whatever else I have to tell you. Oh yeah, there's over 450 videos. So I'm going to get rid of that eyeball. I can't take it anymore. Goodbye, eyeball. Sorry. Sorry everybody who liked the eyeball. We'll just make it into something else. I'm going to torch too, because you're going to be gone. I'm going to have to cover my edges a little bit because the dark paint didn't stay. I'm going to be a little careful about where I torch because I still want to be able to pull paint elsewhere. We torch to release the bubbles in the paint that come from shaking the paint, because all my paint is pre-mixed in squeeze bottles with Decor Pouring Medium and Floetrol and GAC 800 to keep it from cracking. GAC 800 is by Golden. I can't remember anything else I'm supposed to tell you right now, except for I love you and thank you for all the contributions. And if you want to keep making contributions, there will be a consistent contest running all the time for those of you who enter. And if you happen to have your name be drawn, you will have a choice of artworks. Usually you can find in the last 20 seconds of the video my website and the latest video that will share with you what those artworks in the contest will be. And probably a few other things I'm not thinking of right now because I just want to keep painting. Anyway, I will come back in a minute and I will keep diddling with this, and that's a white spot on my canvas. Goodbye, white spot. Alright, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you in a minute. Bye for now. Priscilla out. There we go. You want to see before I do anything else to it?
Yeah.
And we're still recording. Alright guys, I know. Well, I'm going to cut them off in a second. I just need to move the painting up until it can actually be in the whole shot. There we go. And
oh, cool. It's
yeah,
a tweet.
I'm going to stop and take a picture. Alright you guys, we'll see you soon. Check the last 20 seconds of the video.